your girl Nina coming to you late night. Late night. It is 4 o'clock in Michigan. Yeah, I've been up doing some researching and watching the video. I only got clips and pieces of the Mahogany Jackson video. And I can't sleep after that. So I decided to come and talk to you guys. I got a little bit more information about what was going on with that story. So if you come on in, go and push that like button and show me some love. And I hope you up with me tonight. And if you are, you a night owl like me, that's when I get my work done, when everybody's sleeping. This story is horrific. And I don't like it. You know why? Because I have children. And I remember a few episodes, few things that I personally encountered with my own children being in situations, and it could have ended just like Mahogany. Thank God it did not. My baby girl was jumped out of sleepover. You know what I'm saying? And we had to find out where she was because her older sister let her go to a sleepover and didn't get the address, and she called saying they jumping her, and it was the worst phone call ever. And thank God the neighbors intervened and it turned out okay. I want to remind y'all that the Bible has over 100 scriptures about disobedient children. You all really need to get a hold of your child, your children. You need to start putting your foot down. I know sometimes it's too late because they out there in the world and they hard-headed. But when we look around and we see these young folks dying, do y'all think God planned? When God said a disobedient child, days will be shortened. Do y'all know what that means? A disobedient child, days will be shortened. And he is a man that he shall not lie. Hey, Pauletta. He's a man, he shall not lie. My favorite cousin died at 17. I was 13. And it took me a lifetime to finally get over her demise. She ran off, called herself eloping, and she died in a camper with a guy 10 years her senior from carbon monoxide poisoning. And she was my favorite person. I still go through counseling to this day and deal with losing her. And I am 54 years old. So it's been over 40 years since I lost her, and it seemed like yesterday. But she would not listen to my auntie. She was hard-headed, even though she had good grades. She was on track. She stayed in track. She worked. She just would not listen to her mom. And the more I listened to the story about Mahogany, she was the same way. I know y'all don't want to hear that. Don't talk about the dead. No, I'm talking about what needs to be talked about. Mahogany fought her mother before, even though they try to say her mom was this horrible person, it's still her mother. I seen a video of Mahogany with my own eyes tonight where she was sitting there talking about beating up people. And she go do that and this to other people. And the same thing happened to her. People been reaching out to myself and other YouTubers letting us know that this is what this group of people do. They fight each other. They take from each other. This was their MO. This is what they do to each other. It's just this time it went too far. When Mahogany came back to Birmingham, she had a choice to make. See, this why I don't fall into that victim mentality. Hey, Miss Lorraine, how y'all doing tonight? I know it's late. Oh, you behind us, Miss Lorraine, 3 hours. I don't like that victim mentality. You know, I hear a lot of women sit here, men ain't this, and men get with us and they leave. That's the victim mentality. You always supposed to say, I'm victorious. I am a survivor. I would never give no one the authority over my life to say they victimized nothing. I got past you, brother. Same goes with your upbringing. My mother was on drugs, my daddy was in prison, and you made it through. You victorious. You a conqueror. You got through all of that. But see, some people like to dwell in those times because they want people to feel sorry for them. Mahogany can go on and on. My mother wasn't this mom. My dad wasn't there. You had a choice to make at age 20. Be it a mom yourself. She's gone. God rest her soul. When she came back, she didn't have to entertain the same people. I heard those people were horrible, and she left and went to Jasper to get away from them. The day she got back, what's her name? Tasia? She was one of her good friends. Tasia set her up. Don't that sound like what was her name? Shaquella Robinson in Mexico? She went and paid for half the people to go on the trip. And when they got her down there, they plotted to jump her. You know, sometimes when you got a little bit more than the people around you, they jealous hearted. This is why I'm an introvert. And people used to think I was stuck up growing up because I wasn't the kind of female that liked to be around a whole lot of females. I didn't like sleepovers. I liked to be in my own bed. I've been like that since I was a kid. And I wasn't stuck up. I was very observing. I knew the girls didn't like me because I was different. They didn't like I used to be around New Edition. They didn't like that I had 5 godfathers and my real daddy was in the house and I had a mother. They didn't like a whole lot of things about me. So why would I go to a sleepover? Why would I hang around people I know didn't like me? I don't know why people want to be validated so much, that they constantly got to be accepted around the in crowd. You better love on yourself and stay by yourself. Love on your kids, sit your butts down. I tell my daughters this all the time. It ain't nothing in them streets. Sit down somewhere. You want to entertain your friends? Entertain at your house. Or go to each other's house and make sure you got other people with you to have your back. My son went to a meeting the other day. I said, make sure you take somebody with you. I don't trust nobody. Nobody. But I'm going to tell y'all what I found out about this story. I gave a little bit yesterday about it. One of the people, I'm going to say their last names if I remember. I don't even want to remember their names. One of the guys named Pope. They were at his house first. Tasia and Mahogany was over the Pope house. Something about Pope stole money from Mahogany. And a gun came up missing. So she started checking out on him. To the point I heard that she pretty much stripped him because I told y'all Mahogany was just like them. They was hardcore people. They like to fight. They like to keep stuff going. That's just who they were. So I don't know how they left Pope house and it ended up at Tasia house. Now they at Tasia's house. Now just think about this. The whole time Tasia running around with her all day. And the whole time she plotting on her. See, Mahogany mother is the tax lady. She one of them ladies that know how to do income tax and get you a lot of money back. So they figured it's tax time. They knew Mahogany got her taxes. They figured she was loaded. This where the phone come in at with the code. They wanted her phone because evidently they thought they was going to get her money out of her account. Now, when I tell this story, I'm not completely sure. I keep telling people, all this is alleged. Because we constantly got people from Birmingham jumping on our channels trying to check us about, you don't know what you're talking about. We don't know what we're talking about. We trying to figure out what we're talking about. We want to share with the people and share some love from your city, and y'all get mad. It's nothing to get mad about. All you have to do is correct us. If you got some information, let us know. Because what we're doing on our podcast is bringing awareness and keeping her alive and making sure these people pay for what they did to her. We're not on here for malice. I know y'all want to believe everybody on YouTube for clicks and money. No, we on here to share information, to bring awareness what's going on. People need to know this. There's no need for us to continue to act a fool and argue with each other. Too many of us dying to be doing that. And this is what they keep doing. B, you don't know. Calm your butt down and for once act your damn age and not your shoe size, okay? Can we leave ignorance for once to the side and act like some decent human beings? This little girl is dead. She ain't coming back. And guess what? 8 other people pretty much dead. No, they ain't getting off. The rumor is they getting up. They ain't going nowhere. They're not going to see the day of light again. And then they forgot they was in the South. I think they forgot that. They forgot it's capital punishment down there. Because, what's his name? Jeremiah. I think his name Jeremiah McDowell. He's the 18-year-old. He was the youngest one in there. And Tasia was the oldest. She's 26. Jeremiah, Tasia, and who else? Francis. Brandon, Francis, Jeremiah, Tasia, and I think that's it. They facing capital murder. And it's Giovanni, and Blair, they're facing felony murder. Shania is facing some kind of assault. They are going to prison for a long time. They got felony murder, capital murder, assault, kidnapping. The charges they have, nobody get less than 20. Not one of them going to get less than 20. The only good thing is the ones that do, if God go their way, get 20, they still young. They'll be out before they 50. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think no judge just going to watch the video that I just watched and give anybody some walking papers. At first I was sitting there, feeling bad for them about their upbringing and maybe they didn't have the opportunities like a lot of people, so they chose to do what they did. That video was so horrible that they made me to believe in the death penalty. And I never believed in it. But I think death is too good for them. No, they need to sit in a cell for the rest of their life. And they need to dwell and think about what they did. Because I don't care how hardcore she was. I don't care what she did. I don't care who she robbed. You or nobody else have the right to take somebody's life because you didn't give a life. They didn't have a right to take that girl's life. And I felt so bad. I couldn't even finish watching it, y'all. Because I remember watching Shanquella. It was the exact same thing. She's standing there and everybody against her, even the men instigating. It happened in her video too. It was like deja vu. And she threw her hands up like, hey, I'm sorry. Because she was so scared. And then the little skinny girl, I don't even know. Excuse me if I'm not saying their names. I don't even like to get them that kind of attention on my channel. The little skinny girl with the long lashes. She was in her face, checking her, saying she was trying to set her up. You try to set me up. And she was like, no, I didn't try to set you up. That's wrong. Her cousin, whose name is Giovanni Clapp, she jumps in her face. She looked like she go both ways. She got this stocky look to her like she a dude. So, are you trying to set up my cousin? And Mahogany sitting there like, no, I didn't. And next thing you know, they just all start punching her. And it's a dude, the 6'4" dude that's supposed to be over 300 pounds, the oldest, the big one. He's sitting there with the camera saying, F her up, fight. He encouraging this fight. The man in the room, he is instigating like a bee. So they pounded her out. The video stops, you know, because the YouTubers can't show it. I haven't got the whole video myself. I just been watching clips and pieces. But that little part right there, I just visualized what she was going through. Now, when did she text her mom? I don't know. I don't know if they let her sit there and play with her phone or something. She must have been playing with her phone. But she texted her mom, and it's so eerie because her mother got that text message that she's going to keep for the rest of her life. She said, they kidnapped me. Help, pretty much help. She said, Tay house. She didn't put the whole Tasia. And she said, apartment 3. Her mother said that she was in Atlanta picking up her brother and her daughter-in-law, Mahogany's brother, which is her son, and her daughter-in-law, when she got the message. Because everybody kept saying, what took the mother so long? She in Atlanta, which is an hour and a half away from Birmingham. So she contacted her daughters and stuff back home and was like, hey, Mahogany just text me this. We got to do something. I wouldn't have been texting nobody but the police. I would have called 911. I'm out of town. My daughter just called me. She's in distress. Somebody trying to hurt her. She's at this apartment 3. Get there now. And send them the text message. I wouldn't have been calling no cousin, sister, auntie. Call them people that can go help. Call them folks that can go in there and kick the door down. Call the ones that everybody fear and they don't play with. And that's them people in blue. But see, black folks, for some reason, I ain't trying to be funny. We want to call our cousins and uncles and, oh, we finna go over there and do it. No. Call them folks that's going to make a difference when they get there. So that's what took so long. They calling each other and people calling uncles and cousins and they jumping in cars and they go over there. They go over to Tasia's house. Knock on Tasia's door. I think it's like 2 in the morning. She claimed, oh, Mahogany left like 6 hours ago. I ain't seen her. But the mama just got the message, right? The police go somewhere else and they question some other folks and come to find out the text message said Tage. So the police searched her house. And I don't know if Tage the one snitched or what, but they start putting pieces together and somebody told them where her body was. A witness told the police where her body was. And they call it Death Lane, Death Valley. No, Dead Man, what is it? Dead Man Valley or something. It's a dead-end street. And it has a bunch of old mattresses and trash out there. I actually think I know where the street is. Because I used to tell you I used to live in Birmingham. And she was up under a mattress. Bang, bang in the back of her head. I'm going to tell you a little bit what I heard about that. Once they found out she texted her mom, they dragged her in the street with no clothes on. I said this yesterday. They beat her. They spat on her. They mutilated her face pretty much. They threw her in the trunk. Could you imagine what this young girl was going through at this moment, her last moments of her life? They threw her in the trunk. She in the dark trunk, no clothes on, in February, at night. So it's cold. Birmingham get cold at night in February. Drove her to another location. Took her out the car. Beat her some more. Sexually assaulted her. They said every single person out of the 8 made her do oral sex on them. Even the females, allegedly. They probably disrespected her with body fluids. And one of the guys told her that if you mess up doing me, I'm going to kill you. So she giving all them pleasure. They hitting her in the head. Somebody was beating her with the butt of the gun. So she's bloody. Her mouth messed up. Her eyes probably half shut. And they making this girl do sexual activities on them. They making her perform sex on them. Then, from my understanding, like I said, I might have the story wrong. It's coming out bits and pieces. Please forgive me if I report anything wrong because I'm getting it from other sources. I'm not in Birmingham. Allegedly, they was putting things up in her body, you know, mutilating her that way. They tortured her. They pistol whipped her. And you know what the men did? They had anal sex with this girl. No lubrication. Just forced themselves up in her. The women had sex with her, allegedly. They took her to that Death Lane, or whatever street it was, threw her on the mattress and had sex with her again. Now, the younger guy that's 18, the liar, who want us to believe they made him do this, what's his name? Jeremiah, I think that's his name. He want us to believe that they made him do this. This guy is only 4'11", 110 pounds. All the other men like 6 feet. So he was like, they made me. You know, that's the lie he trying to put out there. And he a felon. So he didn't want to go back to jail. He was the last one to have sex with her on the mattress outside. They found his DNA in her backside. They found his DNA up in there. The police said, y'all, out of all the homicides he done had in Birmingham, this had to be the most horrific one, what they did to that girl. They said her anus was ripped to pieces. They ripped her bottom to pieces. Could you imagine the agony and the pain? All them 4 dudes, and they stuck things up in her. All behind, I think you tried to set me up and you might have got some tax money and I want it. Nothing more. She ain't killed nobody. She ain't beat nobody kids. She ain't art nobody. She didn't do nothing, but this was about money, and I think you tried to set me up. They mutilated this girl. You gonna tell me that ain't jealousy and hate? That was jealousy and hate. How many videos, if y'all follow me, have y'all watched me? Could y'all get my likes up? Y'all is up in here late night and they ain't even showing no love through the likes. And I'm talking about some real stuff right now about life. I need y'all to go ahead and push that thumbs up and show me some love while y'all sitting here watching. It ain't gonna hurt you. This is what I'm talking about. Love and respect. We got to love and respect on each other. If you're in my house, which is my channel, you need to be pushing them likes. I know sometimes you got to be reminded, but I greatly appreciate if you show me some love because I show you love all the time. You know what I'm saying? But how many of you that follow me, hear me make videos all the time about black women? I talk about the disrespect among black women all the time. All the time. You know why? Because black women hate other black women and anybody else hate us. Black women hurt black women more than men hurt black women. Y'all can believe the men hurt us more. No, your sister will hurt you faster than a man will hurt you. Because your sister is the one that's jealous of you and hate on you. She hates you to have anything. Look at the mayor in Chicago. She got a position to help her community. And what she do? She dog out every black woman on the panel. And her defense is, y'all, the world is going against me because I'm a black woman. The world going against you because you're a black woman, but all the black women that you have the authority over, you disrespect and dog. But you want the world to feel sorry for you. The women that jumped Mahogany were black women. I didn't see no Asian in that room. I didn't see no Spanish girl in that room. I didn't see no Caucasian woman in that room. I seen all sisters. Them was her own black sisters and black brothers. So when y'all say racism is real, yeah, it's real, but we racist against each other more than any other race is against us. We hate each other. We hate each other so bad that if you move next door to me, if I move next door to you, and I dare come in with a 70-inch TV, I better not go to work. Because you go kick my door in and take it. I have a story about that too. That when I used to watch the first 48, what happened to a young girl where the guy friends killed his girlfriend right after she got her taxes because they got new stuff in the house. And they thought he was going to work. When she was going to work, she was still in the house, broke in, and they murdered her for the things she had. And those was his friends. I tell my daughters all the time, stop letting people come to your house. Folks is not supposed to know where you lay your head. I know that's sad, but you have to be in your safe haven where you can rest and be okay. Because folks will come up in there and do something to you for a TV. Sometimes it's just because you cute. I don't like her. Half these people you talk to, you ask them why you don't like her. They don't even know. Because the people don't like me, they don't know why they don't like me. I am the sweetest person, the nicest person, the funniest person you ever want to meet in your life. I would take the clothes, shirt off my back and give it to somebody. And there's people walking around here right now can't stand me and don't know why. This is why when my school, Ottawa Hills, have something, I don't go. Because half the girls don't like me. And it's from high school. We 50-some years old, 50 plus, senior citizens. And girls from high school still don't like me. And if you ask them, why you don't like Nina? I just don't. So you think I'm going to go on a girls trip with them? You think I'm going to go on a resort with them? No. Not Nina. Because if I go, I'm going to be like Medea. I'm going to have my pistol in my purse. You ain't finna play with me. Y'all going to come up short over here. You better take your butt to sleep. Go pray somewhere and sit down. Because I'm not the one. Because I'm going to be the last one going to sleep. You see I'm up right now. I want to make sure everybody sleep before I close my eyes. And I'm locking my door and putting something in front of it. Y'all don't catch me slipping. I don't trust. You know, it's sad, but I really, for real, y'all, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. I am too seasoned in that way. I was raised as the baby, and I watched my siblings, what they went through, and my older cousins, and I heard the stories. I know how people behave. That's why my friend list was very small. Now I don't have, to be honest, y'all, I don't have nobody calling my, females don't call my phone. Females don't be, I don't entertain them. I don't. I get invited to parties and my kids' friends, mothers be having stuff, and they tell Nina she can come. My daughter and my son be like, my mother don't drink, smoke, and she ain't coming. My mother don't do that. No, I don't trust people fixing food. I don't trust nobody handing me no drink. I don't trust folks, period. People are wicked out here, man. The devil is among us. The devil is not walking around with red horns. The devil look just like you. The devil look just like you. Look at them 8 devils was in there with Mahogany. She was in a room with 8 devils. And they looked just like her. And she didn't even recognize them. That's what happened when you don't have your children in church. When you don't have your children in church or put some God, at least put the fear of God in them. This is what happens. They can't decipher the good from the bad because when you got God in you, you know the difference. You can hear the devil speak and be like, nah, he ain't right. She ain't right. And you get away from them. See, I realize people didn't, it ain't that they don't like me. They fear me. You know why they fear me? Because they see God when they look at me. They know I got God in me. And when you got God in you, the devil get disturbed. The devil don't like you. All you gotta do is be around somebody long enough and you will see them demons come out of him. You know, they the ones sitting across the room with their mug on. They got the shit face looking at you for no reason. You're like, what's wrong with this person? Or they don't want to speak to you. And that's Lucifer. So you know what? You ignore Lucifer. I love ignoring the devil. I'll walk right past him and act like I don't even see him. And that even irritates their spirit even more because they want you to acknowledge them. And then when you don't, guess what they say? Oh, she thinks she better than me. I am. I got God in me, Satan. Get away from me. I don't entertain people like you with your bad spirit ass. Get your butt away from me. And the sad part is most of the people that don't like me, they got way more than me. They got the house, the car. That's how I started over from nothing. They got way more than me. And they don't like me with my nothing. So when God started really elevating me again, when he started putting me where he need me to be, oh my goodness, what you gonna do? If you hating on my nothing, that's when you know you got God in you, when people hating on your nothing. I don't have nothing, and they hate. And if you ask them, what did you hate? I just don't like her. Oh, you just don't like the God in me. That's what it is. You recognize I'm a good spirit person. I hate what happened to that little girl. I hate it. I hate that no one put the fear of God in her. I hate that her mother didn't grab a hold of her younger, because I heard she had fist fights with her own mama. And see, this is what people don't understand. I don't care what her mama has done to her, because I keep hearing her mama was a horrible mama. A lot of people's mamas was horrible. I don't give a dang what her mama did. That's still her mama. She had no right putting her hands on her mama. You cannot meet your maker. You can't go to God and say, I fought my mother because she pissed me off, or my mama was on crack, or my mama is a hoe, and I don't like my... God ain't hearing that. He go tell you, go right back to that scripture. A disobedient child, days will be shortened. It don't say nowhere except if your mama hit you, you better hit her back. I didn't see that scripture. Now, I do see a scripture that said mothers and fathers do not, how can I put it? Antagonize, that's the right word, your children. Do not edge them on, do not push them, do not anger them intentionally. That's in there. But it don't say, if your mama do that, you can slap the hell out of her. No, that ain't what God said. If you got to remove yourself from people, she did that. She moved to Jasper. She got away from her dysfunctional family. The devil brought her back. See, the devil play these games, y'all. I don't know if y'all really know God, but let me tell you about something. The devil is trickery. Ooh, he is sly cat. I left Michigan, gave away everything I worked hard for to go down there. I told you I had a husband who took care of me. I came back with nothing but the few items I could put in my SUV. I had to start over from nothing. Then he took that. Y'all know the story. I was left with just the clothes on my back with a daughter in the hospital with cancer at the time. I didn't have nothing. You know why the devil do that? Because he wants you to come on over to his side. Come on over to my house. That's what the devil want. I'm for the breaker. She done lost her mama, her daddy, her sister, her niece. She done lost her home. She done lost her job. She done lost her husband. She done lost her car. Her daughter fighting for her life. Her son been shot before. She done been through hell. I done been through hell. And the devil just sitting there. I can just see the devil sitting smoking a cigarette like, She'll be over here in a minute. She coming my way. She gonna end up being a prostitute, selling dope. She gonna do something because God taking too long. Just watch what she do. And I'm still standing on God's word right now today. When I was in that car, I stood on his word. When I was in that parking lot with just some flip-flops and a sundress, I still stood on his word. I fell on my knees and I prayed up to the heavens and screamed. I never said, Father, why? Why? No, I said, okay, this where you want me to be? This where you want me to be? Okay, what's next, Father? I'm right here. I ain't gonna waver. If you don't want me to have nothing, I ain't gonna have nothing. You want me to be homeless, that's what I'm gonna do. Your will must be done. Just tell me what's the next move. I never turned to a man. I never turned to the streets. I never cursed God. I didn't run to no church begging and pleading because I knew the only being that could help me, the only person that can help me, the only spirit, whatever you want to call them, the only one was God. I trusted him to send me the right people, angels, to help me. I didn't want to do it myself. I had invitations. Come on over here. People calling me. Come stay at my cousin's house. Or you come over here. You have your own room. And you could... No. That ain't where God want me at. God want me by myself with just him right now. He need my attention for some reason. He wanted to see how strong my faith is, that I'm losing everything outside the hospital. Everything gone. And I still got to go in there and face my little girl who fighting for her life and act like nothing never happened. He want to see how I'm going to handle that. And I went in there like a G and smiled. Mama, what's wrong? Nothing. You okay, babe? We need something else to drink. Act like nothing never happened. You think I was going to go in there and worry my child? Nothing, never. Them things. Those people got to learn. These are things. I'm so blessed that I had the kind of parents that installed in us that material things will fade. We're not materialistic over here. I don't give a damn about no red bottoms. I don't give a damn about no designer clothes. I will put on a Goodwill outfit if I have to and look good in it. You hear me? I'm so glad I'm not vain. I'm so glad I'm not bougie. I'm so glad that I still have obedience to my elders, and I'm 54 years old. I still won't use profanity in front of my elders. Now, I have used it on YouTube because they're not actually in my face, but then when I found out I have a lot of elders on here, I had to correct myself. My mother was slapping me from the grave. I just had to talk to y'all tonight about disobedience and loving God and getting these kids in line and order. Y'all wonder why we losing all our children. You know why? Because parents didn't put the fear of God in them. Because if they put the fear of God in these kids, who got the fear of God in them. They the ones that think twice before they do stuff. They the ones ain't getting in the car when somebody's still in the car. They're the ones ain't running around jumping a girl and end up mutilating her body. Because they too afraid of God. That's what keeps me on solid ground. I have the fear of God. That's why I don't understand why I'm in the situation I'm in the state of Michigan, because I'm not that person. But they try to do to my child what they did to Mahogany. And I couldn't let that happen. So if I had to sacrifice myself and become a person with a misdemeanor as a senior citizen to save my child's life, that's what I had to do. But see, the state wants you to believe, no, you should have just did this and then, no, I should have just helped my daughter like I did. You know what I'm saying? That you can't let nobody hurt your family members either. But this is why you don't put yourself in compromising positions. If I could do that day, October the 1st, over again, I would have never went over there to talk to that girl. But I'm thinking, because I'm old school, And the respect I have that if mama show up, I can calm the storm. I can be a mediator and get these two young ladies together and resolve some stuff. That was my thinking. But society and the prosecutors and this ghetto woman over there, they don't have respect for their elders or nobody mama. See, my children, if she would have showed up at my daughter's house with her mama, trust and believe, it would have went a whole nother way. My daughter would have came out and talked with much sense because she got respect. That's how she was raised. And if her mother would have called me and told me my daughter did anything different, she knows she had to see me. But I know my children. I got the kind of children to this day, y'all. They walk in your house, they're not going to leave the front door till you ask them in to sit down. They're not going to your refrigerator. They're not walking through your house. That's how I raised mine. So I'm expecting this woman to be the same way when I went over there. But these people different. These some new, I call them the new people. These are the new people. Talk to your kids. If you don't get nothing else off this video tonight, could y'all if y'all don't push them dang on like buttons, if y'all don't get to pushing them thumbs up, because all I'm talking about is God right now. Now, if you watching me and you don't like me talking about God, you need to get off my channel because you're the devil. If you don't like what I'm talking about right now, something really wrong with you. If you find something wrong with what I'm saying right now, something is really wrong with your spirit. Something really wrong with your heart, and you need to fix it. Because all I'm talking about is God right now. Tomorrow's Sunday. I ain't saying run to a church, but you need to. But if you don't, could you at least pick up the Bible tomorrow? And just say, God, let me tell you how good God is. You can say, God, show me a scripture. And you just open it up, and I promise you, you're going to like what you read. I promise you that. To anybody that's watching me and hear my voice right now, or going to hear it later on after this video is gone, if I don't know nothing else, I know the Lord. And I know he would never fail. Whatever you going through in your life, it's going to pass. People are in seasons. This is what y'all don't understand. And this is what people don't understand when it comes to relationships. I'm so sick of hearing about there's no good black men. That man just ain't in your season. Y'all meet people out of season. Even the atmosphere change. Even the sun and the moon, the world turns. We have 4 seasons in Michigan. Sometimes you meet somebody, they in their winter and you in your spring. That means you unevenly yoked. Stop trying to make somebody be in the same season with you at the exact same time. And if they're not in your season, that means they ain't no good. That's not true. Because we all are children of God. Some people mature faster than others. Some people went through more things than others. You got to make sure that your energy match the person you're trying to be with, or you're going to go through the things that Mahogany went through because her friends was out of season. Her friends was in their winter cold time. They had some cold hearts that night. They was cold. They didn't have nothing of God in them that night. They was on demon time. And if you look in their eyes, you can see the devil in those kids' eyes. It's nothing there. It is no God. There is no love. There is no care. They gave up on living a long time ago. I know their families worried about them. Oh, they gonna go to jail for the rest of their life. Their life been over. Their life been over, y'all. Why do you think they just run around doing what they was doing? They been walking dead. Dead men walking. There's a lot of dead men walking out here. They just cold. Some people so gone that they cannot be reached. And where you don't want to be, you don't want to lose the mercy of God. God won't walk away from you, but he won't chase you either. And you can lose his mercy. You don't want to lose his mercy and his grace. He would wipe his hands at you and say, you on your own. Oh, this what you want to do? Okay. Go ahead, prodigal son. Go enjoy yourself, because I ain't going to chase you. You got free will to do whatever you want to. And those kids that night, free will was to delete a human being and mutilate her body. And they think they finna have some peace. They really think they finna have some peace. You see how the devil just jumped on here, Miss Lorraine? Because 666 like that mean anything. All they did is send themselves to the pit of hell. Playing with God. Did I tell you? People think it's funny. They get on these channels and they laugh and they playing with God. They think it's a joke. And God gonna put affliction on them. People wonder why. I know I'm kind of off subject, but I just want to talk about God tonight. You know, I was on Facebook and I was in a conversation. And I keep on having these conversations over and over. And they're so redundant about these women talking about no good men. I am so damn sick of it, man. I'm like, first of all, why y'all conversation is all about men all the time? Can we talk about God? Y'all keep talking about men. And I can't find no good black man. And black men, this and that. When we going to have a conversation about God? Because you ain't perfect either, because you keep going through different men. And I keep telling people, you attract who you are. And every woman that was on there arguing with me, saying, I'm a good person. I'm a happy person. I know I'm this and that and this. And I'm like, it's sad when people don't even realize they raggedy on the inside. You know, crazy people don't know they crazy. Y'all know that? They don't know they touched. They think they perfect. I used to think I was perfect. And I was a couple of nuggets short of a Happy Meal. It took for somebody to humble me, which was Leon. He had to humble me because I was spoiled. And I thought everything just rise and the sun set when it came to Nina. You had to kiss my behind and be in my presence. No. And I didn't even realize I was like that. I used to have attitude all the time. Wake up at breakfast mad. They be like, "What you mad?" My kids be like, "Mama, why you so mad?" Did I tell y'all this frowns right here? I be trying not to frown. They permanent from years of frowning. Until I had to go deep diving, deep down in my spirit and find out who I was and forget about a man. I had to take time off. The best thing Leon could have done for me, Miss Lorraine, was to leave me alone at that time and told me, when you figure out who you are and what you are, don't call me. I thought he was crazy. I said, oh, do he know who he talking to? Do he know who my daddy is? I thought he was crazy. Until I found myself by myself and I started reflecting like, he ain't the first person ever said that to me. He ain't the first person said I got a stank attitude. He ain't the first person said I'm argumentative. Several people saying this. And who is the common denominator in all my L's, my loss, my fails? Me. I had to self-reflect and say, it's time to fix me. And that's what I did. Now I'm happy as heck all the time. Even when I'm not happy, I'm happy. When things ain't going good, I might be upset all of 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 5. And I cry and I'm like, okay, God, what's next? Let's go. But I get so sick of these women out here talking about a man. They got all these babies. A lot of them struggling. A lot of them on low income. A man. What about God? Talk about God. Make God the lover of your soul and watch how your life turn out. But they get mad when I say that. You sound stupid. Okay, I'll see you next year on Facebook saying the same thing with a different baby daddy. See you then. Because you're not going to get it. Until you make God the lover of your soul and you stand on his word And you wait on that man to find you, because it's nowhere in the Bible say a woman can find a man. It said your husband that finds you finds a good thing. But your husband can't find you if you're not a good thing. If you at the club naked, if you partying every weekend, if you cussing like a sailor, if you disobedient, you're never going to be found by a husband. God said a good thing. All women are not good things. A lot of y'all didn't get that memo. All women are not a good thing. Some of y'all rotten to the core. Look at them women that just did that to Mahogany. Rotten to the core of their being. Never gonna have nothing. I know personally women will never be happy with nobody. Cutest, I don't know what, driving nice, bank full of money, degrees and everything. They go die a miserable biddy in the corner with a bird because they think they shit don't stink. They think they better than everybody. Horrible attitudes. Just because you a woman don't make you a good thing. Somebody told y'all wrong. And a real woman of God, she covers her body and save that for her man to find her. She don't want nobody to see it but her man. She don't advertise her body to the world. You know, when I was growing up, Miss Lorraine, they called them kind of women garden tools. They had bad reputations. Now, they on display. And don't dare get a BBL. Oh, that's for the hangout. Oh, I'm for the show all of it. I'm for to go to the club with a G-string on and a bra. They wear pajamas to the club now. I want you to see everything I have. I don't want to leave nothing to the imagination. My self-esteem so low that all I have to advertise for you to like me is my behind. I don't have nothing up here. Love me for what you see, not who I am. That's how the girls are nowadays. All I got is this behind. I don't have no common sense at all. And the dudes that fall for it, y'all slow as hell because y'all know that's all she got to offer. That's why she's advertising it. And you still fall for it. Then you tell somebody, man, my baby mama crazy. You knew she was crazy when she was butt naked at the club. If you met a woman and she got on some lingerie at the club, you don't think she a little crazy. People with common sense ain't walking around naked. People who love themselves ain't showing and advertising everything. People who love themselves ain't on Facebook doing booty videos and their legs wide open. They crazy. You can pay me to do that. If I had a bad body, you can pay me to do that. Self-respect is everything. If a person don't respect their self, if you meet a woman and she don't even respect her temple that God gave her, she only get one. She only respect that. You think she gonna make a good baby mama? You think she gonna respect you if she don't respect her own damn body? And you know what? It don't even because, you know, it's not just because of what she wear. Sometimes disrespect of self could be, you go get these stupid BBLs, your booty dragging the ground like you an ant. You got tattoos all over your body like you a biker chick. You got piercings all over your body. That is disrespecting your temple because the Bible tell you don't mark up your body or do piercings. But if you meet a woman like that, you never one time, fellas, say, she going against what God said. I know she ain't gonna listen to me. She don't even listen to God. People show you who they are. Y'all just don't believe them. They show you who they are. Ladies, you will meet a baller, a drug dealer who got 3 or 4 baby mamas. He jump house to house to house. He in and out of town. He run the streets. He at the club every weekend. And you will lay up unprotected and make him your baby daddy. Then tell everybody he ain't no good. He just told you who he was. It don't take a rocket science to know this man don't even love himself. He gonna end up in a penitentiary. He don't even care about his life. How you gonna care about mine? No, you see money. Oh, girl, he a baller. You see that chain he got on. You see his car with his rims. Never one time you asked that brother, how'd you get that? Did you work? Do you have any benefits coming to you when you 65? Half these people walking around here ain't gonna have nothing at 65. They gonna be at the mission homeless. Because they ain't worked and did shit but hustled all their life. And these the people you have babies by and complain. I'm saying this video because I want people to start thinking more deeply about their life and about God. I really do. Because that's why Mahogany Jackson is gone. That's why Shaquella Robinson is gone. Kanika Jenkins is gone. Because somewhere somebody failed them and then put God in them so they could pick better friends. I really think Shaquella, if I'm saying her name right, Robinson, the one in Mexico, I really think she had a really good heart. The girl was making a lot of money. She had like 10,000 on her that they paid the Mexican police and doctors to let them get on the plane and not charge them with that murder. They hid it with her money. So I believe she was from a good family. Her daddy loved her to pieces. You know, she had a good father. She had a good mother. Her sister loved her. I just think she was so naive, looking to be accepted, that she picked the wrong set of friends. That's why you got to put God in your kids, because when God in you, you not going to pick the wrong set of friends. When you got God in you, you don't need to be accepted. You don't give a dang who like you when you got God in you. You don't care. You is content by yourself. I don't need no man. I don't need no friends. I don't need no preacher in my face that's fake. I don't need none of y'all, because all I need is God and His Bible, and try to live the best I can live. Pray, meditate, fast, and keep it moving. I don't need to be accepted by the world. The world is never even going to see my face. As long as I can pay my bills, I'm eating, you know, I'm healthy, I'm okay. I can sit in this room from now on if I have to. All you need is God. And when people realize that that's all I need is God, that's all I need. I got Him. He been waiting on me. I walked away from God. People say I found God. God ain't lost. You lost. You was lost. God's not lost. You ain't find Him. He been standing in the same place you left Him. When you walked away from Him, He been right there waiting for you to come back. Because then He said, I would never leave you nor forsake you. But people run around, I found God. Where was He at? In the closet? Because my God ain't never left me. Thank you so much, Growth. Thank you for the love. My God never, ever left me. See, sometimes I get so full. When I talk about God, y'all see I can go. I get so happy and so full about God that it just leads me. Right now, God is just leading me. He's using my tongue. I started off talking about Mahogany Jackson, and God wanted me to share His word with y'all this morning. He wanted me to share His goodness and let you know whatever you're going through is going to pass. Don't dwell on it. And definitely don't be crying over another human being. Because if somebody doing you wrong, if somebody making you hurt, they're not the person for you. Let them go. Y'all holding on to people that don't want to be there no more. Let they behinds go. I'm not holding on to nobody that can walk away from me. Because somebody that's from God, that's for me, they couldn't leave me if they wanted to. Can I say it again? If somebody from God, they couldn't leave me if they wanted to, because it's mine. So if a man running around cheating, doing everything, he's not mine. He's not the one. And what he's doing is keeping me from being found for my husband. Get the heck on out my face, brother. You wasting my time. You taking up space right here. I need the space cleared. Go. I ain't got time to be chasing you crying, because my husband out there somewhere. As long as you here is a blockage, you keeping me away from my husband. Okay? My friends, y'all keep up mess, you keep up drama. If I had some, you constantly bitter and bickering and fighting and acting a fool. You a blockage. Get out my way. My mind is cloudy. I can't think about business. I can't think about making no money. I can't think about going to the gym and eating better because y'all some blockage. Every time I answer the phone, y'all got drama going on. So I can't think about my life because I'm too busy hearing y'all drama. So I gotta go. Get away from me. Some people just gotta clean. You know how you clean the clutter in spring. You know spring coming right now. Deep clean, spring cleaning. You gotta do that in your life. You gotta spring clean. Start cleaning out that clutter. You got people right now in your life that's been cluttered. Just look around in your life tonight, tomorrow morning. I know it's late. I want y'all to get a notepad. And I want y'all to start writing down people that's in your life and write down the pros and cons. If the cons outweigh the pro, time to deep clean. They gotta go. They gotta go. You've been in my life too long and haven't made a difference. You've wasted my time. What am I talking to you for? Every time you talk to your girlfriend, what she doing? Girl, these kids ain't this, and my man ain't that, and that pastor this, and my sister, girl, don't pay her bills, and my cousin with a no good. Time to go. Click. I don't want to talk to you no more. You ain't telling me how to make no money. You ain't telling me how to invest something. You ain't telling me nothing that's going to make my life better. Why am I talking to you? I don't want to hear your problems. I got my own damn problems. Now, you want to call and we pray together. That's different. But don't call me talking about your cousin and them. Nobody want to hear about this. We all got cousins in them that's crazy. And sometimes you the crazy cousin and you don't even realize it. You the crazy auntie that nobody like. And you think it's all of them. It's you. You talking about how you don't mess with your family. No, your family don't mess with you. You don't even know you the one that nobody like. Because you too busy judging everybody in your butt cray-cray. You the crazy auntie. If you watching me 9 times 10, you the crazy auntie because I was the crazy auntie. I thought someone was on everybody. It was one of my nieces come over that you hear about such and such your cousin, this and that and this, and that's why I don't fool with folks. And then somebody else come over. Did you hear about such and such? I had to stop that mess. I'm like, what am I talking about these people for? I got my own problems. Now I tell people, this is not the dump. My life is not the dump. Don't come dumping your trash over here. This is not the dump. You got to pour goodness over here. I want some Skittles and rainbows and unicorns. Pour the good stuff over here. Don't bring your trash to me. This ain't the dump. Dumping your trash over here. Just like no good men come and dump they semen up in you. And it ain't nothing but some trash. I ain't calling babies trash, but they ain't no damn good. They dumping. They using you as a dump truck. They depositing and they keeping it moving. They ain't putting nothing in you to grow. You know what I'm saying? Stop letting people use you as a dump. If they ain't offering you goodness, you shouldn't be fooling with them. Get your notepad and start writing down all your friends. This is what I want y'all to do tomorrow. Write all your friends down, all your family members, and you write the good and bad about them. And then that's when you're going to know who to start cleaning out this spring. Spring's time. It's cleaning time. And you ain't got to be rude to them. Just get on the phone and say, hey, I love you, but listen, I'm real if I'm nothing else. Every time you call me, cuz, you complaining. Nobody else telling you this, but I'm going to tell you because I love you. It's time for you to get your life together. But I got too much going on for myself to be dealing with your trash. So until you pick up your vibration and you find some God in you, please don't call me. I love you though, but I'm asking you don't call me. Because every time you call me, you bring my spirits down, and I don't like that. I like to answer my phone. There's good things going on the other end of the phone. Don't call me talking about auntie. Don't call me talking about who shot John. I don't want to hear the mess. I don't want to hear it no more. I'm not that cousin. So if I got to change my number and cut some people off, I would do that. Now, if you need me, I'm going to be there for you. If you need me to pray for you, not for no fighting, though. But you need me to pray for you, you want to go have some coffee, you just want to get out the house because you're feeling bad, we can go have a good time, but we ain't talking about nothing bad. I am not talking about your baby daddy. I don't want to hear about him because I told you he wasn't no good when you met him. You had babies by him, now you got to live with it. Don't come dumping your trash over here. He was trash when you met him and he's still trash. That's what you chose. Don't nobody want to hear black men ain't no good. He was a no good black man from the first day you met him, and I told you and you didn't listen. So live with it, okay? Either you going to leave him alone or you going to keep it moving. But you're not bringing that trash to me. See, people don't tell folks the truth. Somebody should have grabbed Mahogany Jackson and said, listen, little girl, your life is going bad. You got a daughter, you 20, you out here fighting, you're fighting your mama, you done lost your apartment, you're back, where you finna go? When she came back and told her mama, she said, where you finna go? Oh, you finna run around with Tasia and them same gang banging, no good demonic friends? Oh, not today, not living with me, you're not. If you leave this house with them, you can't come back up in here. No, take your stuff, go. She probably would have thought twice because she didn't have nowhere to go. Somebody was babysitting for her while she was running around with these demonic folks and she didn't come back home. You know why? Because somebody didn't put their feet down. They didn't put their foot down and say, listen, damn it. You want to die in these streets? Them are not your friends. Every time you come around them, you getting in trouble, you fighting. I'm not watching your baby so you can run around with them. No. Take your baby with you. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, y'all. I went out on the deep end because I'm just feeling God today. I can't even sleep. I feel so bad for Mahogany in her last moments of her life. That is not how you're supposed to die. You don't die at 20 years old. Beat to death. Semen in every part of your body. From different people. Your body mutilated. You don't die like that. My dad died at 82 years old with his family around him. His great-grandkids, his great-great-grandkids, his children, his wife of 55 years. That's how you die. Where God can say, job well done. You're supposed to leave this world empty. You know what that means? You're supposed to have lived every ounce of your being. Every dream you done lived. Every trip you done traveled. Every book you done wrote. You supposed to leave here complete and empty. Job well done. That's what my father did. When he left here, he didn't have nothing else to do. He took care of his family. He worked hard. He never been in trouble. He made sure his family didn't have nothing from the system. He had a wife of 55 years. Job well done, James. God said we supposed to live the age of 80 or more. He was 82. I have aunties right now that's 90, 89. Job well done. They still here at 89. My oldest auntie is 89. I thought she was 90. She'll be 90 this year. Still go to the gym. We went to her birthday last September, I think. I think her birthday is September. Something up in there, December. She's breaking it down. Her knees better than mine. She breaking it down, dancing, looking good, hair still healthy, flawless. I don't think her teeth real because they too perfect, but I ain't gonna ask her. She better slap the heck out of me. I doubt if they real. But she's completely healthy because she loved the Lord. She eat right. She done raised her kids. She's stress-free. She ain't running the streets. And look at these people dying at 20. 20? She done lived 69 years longer than them. And still here, they gone. 20? That means you ain't doing something right. You don't die at 20. Not violently like that. She died in violence. That means the protection of God wasn't around her. That means she left God's presence. He wasn't there to protect her. I know God see all things. People say, well, if it's a God, why he let things happen? Because you got free will. And sometimes you can step out of his radar. You can step out. He watching you. He said, what did he do to Job? He told the devil, go ahead and test him. Go ahead and test him. I bet you don't get my son Job. He let Job go through hell to the point Job's wife said, just lay down and die, Job. God don't even care about you. Just lay down and die. I'm not, I love you, but you just need to go on, just let go. He said, I will never, ever curse God. I don't care what he put me through. God know his strong soldiers. He give the hardest task in life to his strongest soldiers. If you going through something, you a soldier. Name one thing that you've been through in your life. One that you didn't come out of. Name one. You still here. You on YouTube with me. That means everything that God ever put on you or put you through, you made it through it. You're supposed to be praising every single day. When you see that sun and you can stand up and be vertical, you should be praising him. I don't care if you don't have no car outside. I don't care if you done lost your apartment and you living with family. You're not on the curve. It's always somebody worse off than you. That's why I say I don't worry about Donald Trump. I don't worry about Biden. I don't worry about the pandemic. I don't worry about materialistic stuff. I don't worry about no man. I don't worry about my children. I don't worry about nothing. I just thank God every day. Thank you, Father God. Do the crib walk that I'm here and I'm happy. I can get up and move around. I'm so happy because somebody didn't wake up. Somebody didn't wake up. You love me enough to give me another day. That's a praise by itself. Y'all wake up worried, man, I don't know if I'm gonna pay my light bill, my gas bill. Okay, I'll go get some candles and a little heater until God make a way. He ain't gonna let me freeze. He ain't gonna let me go hungry. Do y'all know one thing I'm gonna tell you? I know I'm talking my butt off. I know I am. I tell y'all, when I get talking about God, I go. Do y'all know about homeless people? And I never know it was true till I looked down at their feet. God is so good. When them homeless people out there, a lot of them don't have on no shoes. He will make the bottom of their feet so hard that it turns into shoes. And I kid you not, they skin get about this thick on their feet where they can adore the sidewalk. And their feet don't get messed up out there. He coat their feet with extra skin. I looked out on their feet and I'm like, dang, their feet be so thick with skin. I'm like, what is wrong with their feet? Because they don't have shoes on. How many homeless people that you know personally that you see on a daily basis in your neighborhood died from the pandemic? I don't think none of them homeless people got the pandemic. And they was outside. God kept them. Woo, I'm telling you. I'm a walking testimony, y'all. That God will put you through anything. I'm sitting here with a sound mind, full of joy, and I lost half my family in 18 months. I should be crazy as a Bessie bug. I know that's an old word. I should be crazy. That's why people say, I use drugs because my mama was a crackhead, but daddy was in jail. I use drugs because my daddy died. I use drugs because I lost such and such. No. I have joy, grace and mercy and happiness because God kept me. I would not entertain the devil. I refuse to entertain the devil. And I can call those things that be not as though they were, because God said I could. When my daughter was laying there, they said she was dying from cancer. I went in the bathroom. I got on my knees in the dark in the middle of the hospital. And I said, okay, Father God, I can't bear this. You told me you won't put more on me than I can bear. Go in there and heal my daughter. I need you to heal her. And I ain't finna play with you. You told me. I'm calling you out on your word. Show me right now, if you never showed me in my life, that you God. You're God. I don't care if you gotta take my health and give it to her, but I need her to be healed from this cancer. And he did it. He did it. I'm going to get one more testimony before I go. I know it's late. Y'all got to go to church in the morning, go praise God. But I'm going to give y'all one more testimony, give you some hope. I'm giving y'all hope, and I hope y'all pour this out on your kids and grandkids, nieces and nephews, because our kids are lost. They messed up, man. But I'm going to give you a little hope, because I know right now everything is sky high. Rent is high. Food is high. We're getting nervous. Another pandemic coming. But I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all something. When my mother lost my dad, she lost my oldest sister that she had at 16. They was like best friends. She lost her oldest grandbaby. And then she started having heart attacks. Okay? She started having heart attacks. She went into a coma after my sister died. Some of y'all already heard this, but a lot of people have it. They wanted me to pull the plug on my mom. I was the power of attorney over my mother. I'm the baby, but I was the responsible one. So we at the table with nothing but doctors. Me and my sister, my brother in prison, my older sister then died. So we at the table, just me and my sister. I'm looking at all these doctors telling me, pretty much put your mama down like she a dog. Just let her go. She old. I'm sure she don't want to live on no machine. I'm getting pissed by the minute because they talking about my mama, the one who raised me, the one who gave me life, and they want me to take hers. So I'm like, no. I need to know, first of all, what percentage of that machine is my mama and what percentage is the machine? Because my mother did tell me never leave her on a machine. 60% of her breathing was her. So that told me, I'm getting chills right now, my mother was still alive and fighting. I looked at them doctors, I said, my mother never gave up on me. She gave me life. Now I gotta fight for hers. So guess what? She gonna stay on that machine long as she breathing 60%. I don't have nothing else to say. I said, matter of fact, my mother gonna wake up before her 80th birthday. She was 79. Her birthday was coming in a few weeks. My mother gonna wake up. They thought I was crazy. I was so confident. I stood on God's word so strong. I said, you ain't gonna take my mama from me. Not yet. I ain't ready for her to go. Nope. I need my mom. I left the hospital. It was this young black doctor, a girl. Black woman again. Did I tell you about these black women? All the doctors, she was the young black woman. She caught me in the hallway and said, you sound ridiculous. Saying your mother gonna wake up, she pretty much gone. You know, I know grieving is hard. I told her, B, if you don't get out of my face, somebody better come get her. This my mama you talking about. This ain't no dog. I was finna tear the hospital up with this woman. My sister had to, I used to be snapping about my mama. My sister used to have to calm me down. Well, my sister would stay up there all the time with her because she wasn't working at the time. She was, she's disabled with her hands. So she stayed up there nonstop with my mother because she in a coma. I want to make sure my mother getting washed up. They changing her. They doing whatever you take care of mine. I had to work and I had children at home. So I called all through the day. I stopped up there. I was driving Go Bus. I would stop up there on my bus, check on my mama. Well, about 2 weeks later, a day before my mother's 80th birthday, I'm driving my bus. It's the hospital calling. Because they can't do nothing without me. I called the shots. I said, oh my God, it's the hospital. What is it? Pull over. Give it to me, Doc. What's going on? He said, Miss Mayberry, before I say this, I want to tell you something. He said, you have changed my faith. I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, you said your mother was going to wake up before her birthday. And at the time, I thought you was crazy. He said, hold on. Somebody want to talk to you. So I'm like, who want to talk to me? My sister? My mother had a trach in her throat, y'all, when she was in a coma. They had to put a trach down her throat. She got on the phone and said, she said my birth name. She said, these people won't give me no damn greens and cornbread. I said, Mama? When she went into the coma, she was cooking. She was cooking greens and cornbread and some ham hocks and some neck bones. So that's all she remembered that she was cooking when she went in the coma. So she woke up like, where my damn greens and my cornbread? Blew my mind, y'all. I was just screaming. I was on the side of the road screaming. I'm crying. I'm jumping up and down. I'm like, keep talking, Mama. Say something else. And she was like, girl, what's wrong with you? And you got my church stuff. I need to go to church Sunday. She going off like she never was in a coma. I mean, she came back full blast. She had to stay in a wheelchair because she couldn't walk. But her mind and stuff came right back. Then they said at her age, she wouldn't wing off the trach. My mother came right up out that trach in like a month. But I called her sisters. Her two older sisters was down south, and she had two in Chicago. I did a conference call. I said, hey, auntie, let me call the other aunties, and they thinking I'm going to tell them something bad. I had an auntie already crying. I said, somebody want to talk to y'all. Who? I connect them to my mama. All you could hear was them praising and screaming and hollering and running and acting up. My mom was getting mad at everybody. She thought we all was crazy. What the heck is wrong with y'all screaming? She thought we was crazy. We took a cake up there, balloons, had her friends come from church because she was in a senior choir. We had a birthday party, her 80th birthday. My mother celebrated in the hospital. She woke up before her 80th birthday, and that white male doctor, that Caucasian man, told this little black girl, I changed his faith. And you gonna tell me God ain't real? My mother lived another year, and then she passed because she had another heart attack. But I got another year with my mama. I'm telling y'all, God is a good God. He will never fail. He will never forsake you. And I'm going through some things right now. I told you I'm dealing with the state of Michigan. I owe this girl $27,000 for protecting my daughter so that she wouldn't do her like they did Mahogany. I had to protect my daughter, and I didn't even know I hurt the girl. And the state of Michigan doing this to me, but watch the outcome. I promise you, it's something inside my spirit. It's telling me that God is going to make a way out of no way. I don't know if I'm going to come up with the money. I don't know if they're going to avoid it, but God is going to fix it. Because I don't have it. I don't have it. But God is going to fix it. I can't even file bankrupt on it, y'all. They telling me you can't get off probation until you pay $27,000 for something that you did to protect your daughter. For somebody violating you. And the part of the story I didn't tell y'all about that case. She got on the stand on my trial and bragged about opening my car door and doing it to my daughter. Yeah, I did it. I have it on paper. She didn't deny nothing I said. And they still charged me. She was Spanish and I'm brown. Close enough to being Caucasian. The black girls lose. They didn't care about my livelihood. They didn't care about none of that. They didn't care that I'm an honorable citizen. They didn't care I had a daycare through the state of Michigan for 10 years. They didn't care I went to school for criminal justice. They didn't care my father fought for this country. They didn't care I had 2 strong black parents, that my father was in my life till the day he died. They didn't care. To them, I'm just a Negroid. Stay out in people's system. Stay out their way. But this your girl Nina from Unbreakable Strong Woman. Thank y'all for staying up with me tonight. I don't have all the likes I wanted to have. But you know what? When people come on here and go against me, I had to remind myself, Miss Lorraine, the joy I have, the world did not give it to me. So guess what? The world cannot take it away. You hear me? I love you all. Hey, Irvin. Hey, Gina. Cheryl. Hey, Poppy. Hey, Poppy. Poppy is on here. Y'all know who Poppy is, Miss Lorraine. I'm going to tell you who Poppy is. I know he'll get mad when I say this. Poppy name is Tony. And Tony, you go trip out because I'm glad you on here tonight. I started my book and I was on your chapter. That is crazy. Poppy is chapter 3 in my life. And it took me back, while I was writing this book, I'm reading it like, oh my goodness. It just brought back memories. He was a good part of my life. And he gonna love this book. He's gonna love it. But thank you for watching me, Poppy. He knew my parents. He been knowing me since I was 18 years old. He was my 3rd boyfriend. So I'm glad he's watching me, and he always encouraged me. Both of us Geminis, we bump heads, we argue a lot. We debate non-stop. He think he my daddy sometimes. He's not. Sandra, hi, how are you? Hey, how y'all doing? He said I'm really pretty. Oh, thank you. Cheryl, how you doing? Wade, I am so glad y'all here with me tonight. U.S. Army Captain. I got a captain on here. What? Hey, what's up, Captain? NASA. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? I am so happy. I hope all of you are subscribed. I hope you share my videos. Hey, Kelly. The D-Ham, hey. I'm chosen. Yes, you are. You a child of the Most High. Thank you. I love you all. I love you too much. I appreciate all of the love that you're sharing with me. Like I said, you don't have to give me nothing. Just push the like button, please. That's all I ask is the like button. I appreciate Miss Lorraine so much. Hey, Antoinette, if you on here, she probably not. Hey, Epic. I keep pushing the wrong button. I always read y'all comments when I get off here. I don't want to take up everybody's time. The Office 2. Okay. The Office 2 said I'm running my mouth. You see the devil? Just go somewhere. Mr. Rain, could you please delete that person? I don't even want them on my channel. Because if I'm talking about God and you say I'm running my mouth, you the devil. Get away from me. Flee, Satan. I need the Office 2 off my channel. They don't have nothing better to do. Actually, I'm glad they watched. I hope what I said would change their life. Butterfly, hey. I don't know a lot of people by their nicknames on here. Minty Candy. A lot of people have nicknames on here. So some people be calling me cuz and all that. I don't be knowing half these people got nicknames on here. Hey, Kelly. She sound like an Indian. Kelly Little, was it Littlefoot? Lightfoot. She sound like an Indian. Henry, how are you? Growth X, thank you for the donation. You awesome. And everybody that sent me a Cash App, I greatly appreciate you. I don't know if y'all actually want me to say y'all names. I will if you tell me to, but a lot of people like to give in private. So I thank you for your donations. I always send you a heart on Cash App to let you know I received it. Thank you for all the love, Father. Mac Fatherless, how you doing? Michelle, how you doing? I think I got everybody. Let me let y'all get some sleep. Forklift. Even the devil's on here. I hope that you heard something that would change your life. I hope I gave you all some hope to let you know it's a new day. Hey, Michael. Vivian, how are you? And that's it. Y'all have a good night. Keep your head up and know tomorrow is always a new day, a new start. You can always start over. When you wake up, that means you have a new start. Do something with it. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Keep your head up. Talk to them kids, man. Pray over your babies. Don't let the devil have them. Good night.